Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for episode 3. This is a recap and review for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. And as you can see, featured in this episode, for various reasons, Megan Thee Stallion is in this, featured in the end credit song, as well as, just so you guys know, there is end credit scenes with every single episode, and this is no exception to that rule. Easy, probably the funniest end credit scene so far. But I have my other co-host here, Ronan, Jedi Mike. What's going on, gentlemen?
Graphic.
I knew y'all were gonna crack up. I was like, Mike gonna fall out his chair. I knew as soon as I put it up, Mike's gonna fall out.
Life found a way. Life did find a way.
Hey, I'll smash.
Oh man, I'm trying to record here. Anyway, getting back on focus. Episode 3, it centers around where God, Jennifer's trying to figure out how she can be able to defend Neil Blonsky. She's understood at this point now that he's kind of done all his due diligence. He's been able to maintain, a certain kind of status quo. People like him. But the problem is that he still escaped. So she needed to find Wong. She knew that Wong was the one that got him out. She got him, had a communication with him. So now it's a situation of, can she plead the case? And that's where it kind of starts with. But as far as this episode, to me personally, this is just funny. This reminds me of the old school, attorney at law, shows back in the 90s that have these random funny moments. Like, I swear, if you could see a show like this on TGI Friday with dumbed down graphics a little bit, maybe her kind of painted as opposed to CG. It has
and
that
still work.
comedy.
It will still work.
Right.
Like, she only hulked out once in this whole episode. But again, it was still entertained from beginning to end. Wong.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So
Yes. Wong.
I can't express how much fun I'm having with these 3 episodes. And what's weird is that they're not long.
They're not.
That's what's driving me nuts. They're not long, and yet I'm having fun with them.
So do you think it's that's what they should do moving forward? If it's kind of like a show like this, or
I know. I think it's not even that. It's the content. Like this show, I can rewatch the episode. I'm going to, but this has rewatchability. Not for I already know the surprise, so I don't need to rewatch. No, this is an entertaining show. I can rewatch this. Like WandaVision, I'm okay, I get through it. All right, I'm done. I can rewatch this show and still laugh.
Oh yeah.
No, man.
I noticed this, that they're not spending that much time with the supporting characters as much as other previous shows, both at Disney Plus and in Netflix, and yet you kind of get what her supporting cast is like, the dynamics, whether her best friend or her ex co-worker and whatever may have you. And to an extent, I appreciate that, because even though, and it depends also on the writing. I think, I'm not trying to make comparisons already, but Ms. Marvel was about Kamala and how much her family shapes who she is. And so you wanted to spend time with her mom and dad, and you come to love her mom and dad. With this one, you get the hints of how much the dynamic is between her best friend. Be like, Jennifer, that's cool and all, but life ain't gonna be the same now. You can't go back.
right.
If your cousin tells you and you can't get through your head, I'm gonna tell you. And I like the fact that her best friend is optimistic. I mean, she's pointing out cringy stuff online that she's getting and whatnot, but she's like, "We'll get it done." She's like, "Look, you're a Hulkling. Accept and run through it." And we're just diving deep into what she's doing her best to defend the Abomination and how that could sway one way or another. I didn't know how it's going to turn up.
Yeah, I really didn't either, and we're going to get into it, but I wanted to show something really quick, because I showed that first picture, but I want you guys to see this. Just so you guys are clear, Shang-Chi showed a cell. Mm-hmm. We didn't know that it'd be the same cell that is
continuity, bro. The continuity.
We thought like, why is Abomination in this? This doesn't make any sense. But no, this show made complete sense in it. Matter of fact, Wong implied several different things. I think he kind of nudged at Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness for a second, as well as he nudged about like where he was going to go and what he needed to do, which is fascinating to me. But I also don't know, because he brought up I thought I'm not erasing everybody's minds this time.
Erasing my minds.
And so
I was like, wait, hold up.
That coincides with No Way Home, meaning that No Way Home is closer to before this, but then this was taking place after Shang-Chi. So it's like there's a lot of things happening that we don't know, but it's interesting getting that connective tissue again.
Yes.
Because we spent so much time with the MCU in the past phase where everything's just by itself. Whereas this show, in less than 3 episodes,
3
connected so much,
connecting,
moving forward, and the stuff that we didn't understand. And that is next level. That is what people fell in love with Marvel for, is that connective tissue, that interchangeable connective tissue. And I think that is where it looks like there's a plan going on.
And they're not lingering on it. That's the shocking part about it. They could have spent more details on Blonsky and Wong, but it was just matter of fact, straightforward. This is what we did. I needed him because of my personal reasons at Source Supreme, but he chose to come back. And then the fact that like the details are right there. And if you want to go, if you're still shook it, you can go back, and it doesn't take that long to watch the episode again, and you'd be like, all right, so this takes place time between time, and this is where it's gonna go forward onwards, and it just it's flawlessly doing it.
And she's driving the car. She's like, "Oh wait, I know you guys are excited to see Wong. Me too. But hey, listen, remember whose show this is?" I was like, "Come on!" At the end,
she actually implied a couple different people.
Adrian Chase from Arrow. I'm gonna keep calling him Adrian Chase, so you know. But anyway, but like at the end, he's like, he stopped at the bar, and he's like, and she come at the camera, like, "Oh, connecting A and B plot. Good point."
Right. Yeah, like this is the thing I'm gonna say about the actress. She's got perfect comedic timing. It's not just that she's likable for her voice. Like, she's got great timing, and that's hard to do. Like, she's a CGI character for half of this, maybe like 25% of the time.
Yeah.
But the other part of the time, like, I don't know, it's just so weird. Like, she feels like a full character already. I guess that's the best way I can kind of put it. You know how like we wait for years for a character to come into their own? Yeah. I felt like with Thor, the first Thor, I was kind of like, oh, okay, there's promise there, possibly. Thor 2, I was like, Then by the time we get to Infinity War, I was like, oh, okay, he's become a fully well-rounded character. But she's got so much character. She's got so much timing. She's got so much likability. Can they, magnify the graphics when she She-Hulk some of the times? Yeah, they can tighten that up. But, bro, like, her as an actress, she's crushing this. And I think that is the thing that I hope people get across, is that this is not an easy feat, what she's doing in this. It's really not.
Especially like I'm saying, people who have criticism of the show before they watched it. I'm like, yes, you want to go find something. Wait a minute, they shipped away Bruce Banner, second episode. Oh, they replaced him. Blah blah. No. This is what, like I said, this is her show. But even then, when she's even not Hulk, She-Hulk, you're still invested into the show, right? And I'm saying it's not, and we act like it's so easy to do. It's not. That's what I'm saying. It could have been expected to fail. We've seen this plenty of times with other properties. Even addressing the whole thing of it being a derivative of a pre-existing character. We get it. But one thing on this show, in the world building they did, is something that another show has become one of my favorite shows, the comic book shows or superhero shows, The Boys, how they're making fun of the reality of the world we live in. They are making fun of the trolls, and it's not even to a point of they're just dumb and stupid. Like, no, this is reality. Like the whole joke of, yeah, I'll smash. Hashtag going to the Me Too movement. talking about sexual harassment in the workplace or joking off about that. Like it again, like Megan,
Right, right.
Meg. And
Like
like how
who really
how much
expected
you paid her? Like Marvel, and she just had an album to like that just dropped, right, or song that dropped her, right? But again, it's just like it was perfect, and I'm like, this for women. I'm like, and this is I don't care what anybody mad. It's like I'm happy that women look at this. Like I know for a fact, like my girlfriend gonna be looking at this and be like, oh, I love this. I love this. Like a lot. I'm like, even the ending, the end credits. The end credit scene, like just that alone, I can't with this show. I just cannot. I couldn't.
That's how I was.
Right? You know, the fact, again, people want to make a joke. Oh, they're making men look dumb and stupid in this. Is like, no. It's like this. It's hilarious and making fun of the world that we're living in. Hey,
right.
Mr. Wong, you know you just did commit a crime, right? All right,
Nope.
peace, ninja.
Peace, niggas. Peace. Y'all ain't catching me out here in these streets.
Right.
And to add this, because I didn't know who Mega what's her name?
Meg
Megan
Lee
Sally.
Stallion.
Yeah, I feel weird because I don't know that much of like what pop culture is deep into it. So this is my first time seeing her, and I'm already all right. I dig that. Cool.
She's very in our culture. she's very popular. But no, but even then, I like the world building of it. Again, you think it's a joke or this is just no, this is Marvel, being creative in the nicest way possible to a point I don't see another show doing. I referenced The Boys, but they did something that The Boys didn't do. Right, it's similar in terms of like what they were trying to target, like hit the nose on, but it was totally different in their own unique way. When they were on Comic-Con talking about making this a very unique show and all that, some people can roll their eyes and all this stuff, but like no, what they did here, I'm very excited for what the rest. I tell you, I'm done. I keep saying I'm done with this show. I need more.
I'm having a very
And it's almost too good to be true.
I'm having a good time. I'm having a
Yes.
good time.
I
And this
just need skirts.
is the thing to be very frank. They're not using sexual exploitation. They're not
Yes.
giving us overly utilized CG fight scenes. They're not trying to make promises left or right. They're telling an actual story, but they're more than anything, they're telling us a character. They're letting us really see a character progress and flourish and taking time to enjoy the character. And if you can do that and win me over, which I mean, at this point, if this keeps going the route it's going, they're 2 for 2 because Miss Marvel was already a hit.
Oh yeah.
And to me, this has, because she hasn't even gotten to her dating phase.
No.
She hasn't gotten into whether or not she wants to join SHIELD, whether or not she wants to join SWORD, whether or not she wants to even be a hero. I am firmly believing that Neil Blomsky is working with somebody else. It's too good to be true.
That ending reply that like somebody's after for her blood.
Right. I think honestly, all this is a setup. I don't know who, but I mean, the last episode we talked about the leader, and I think that'd be very fascinating.
We had a gang that attacked her and say, "Well, the boss can be mad. Who's the boss?"
Right. But even with that, why would the boss have like 2 random folks with Asgardian weapons to think it was going to even do anything?
What about Sharon Carter
recording her?
What if, because she's has connections, who could get those weapons, and who's now good with the government? I don't know. That just came to my mind.
I mean, in no way it can't be a Kingpin. I don't even know. He's in LA. He's in New York, right? So how he's in New York? How?
LA.
Yeah. So how?
Wait, where is she?
She's in LA.
She's in LA.
So how does her and Daredevil gonna meet?
Yeah, so that was one thing I was gonna say, because now I'm trying to tailor my expectations with the whole Daredevil situation, because the whole Daredevil thing, if you look at the clip that they showed for Daredevil,
She's in a costume.
She's in her official costume.
Yes.
Meaning that's kind of like a last episode type of deal, or what I would suspect a last episode type of deal. But I also did hear rumors that Jessica Jones is going to show up in the show.
No.
So I
was about to say that in the first episode. I'm like, Jessica Jones should be in here. And I'm like, if they do it.
And I mean, to be fair, like Jessica would have Daredevil's back. That would be a very interesting fight. Daredevil and Jessica Jones going up against She-Hulk. But I'm saying that's
a fair fight.
I don't know why he would be in Cali, but I could see her going to New York.
I can see her going there. Right.
But I don't know the context behind it other than a life-threatening situation. It seemed like it would have to be like a case situation. But anyway, I don't know how many episodes this has total. Is it 8 or 9?
9.
Is it 9?
I think 9.
If it's 9, that makes sense. Then,
yes.
But if it's 8, we may see Matt sooner than later, or Hogarth sooner than later.
Can I pose this question?
No.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, because we've been seeing we have the fortune that we're watching these back to back. Do you think that works better, or would it work on a weekly basis? Or doesn't matter?
I think if it was me, I'd do 2 episodes a week. But I think realistically, what they're going to probably do is they're going to show the first 2 episodes, and then they're going to go weekly. I think this episode is fun enough that I could watch it on like a TGI Friday and be like, yo, this was freaking hilarious. Yes. I'll wait next week. I'll come back. You got it. You know, but I think that they need to at least have the first 2 episodes to
get their beak wet, you know.
Yeah. Hulk. Anyway, what do y'all rate this episode A to F real quick, and then this?
It's still consistently, and it's not even in a boring way. It's just consistently fun, awesome, engaging, hilarious, and you know, it's how can I? It's shockingly weird that how I'm having so much fun with such a small runtime per these episodes, and I'm still not even with the conclusion of the show. I want to see how she's gonna interact with DFF, Miss Marvel, all this stuff. That's a good sign of a character that I'm like, all right, past her own movie or her own TV show, I want to see her interact with everybody else. I want to see that now.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Jedi Mike?
I give it A for A.
A for A.
It's good.
I mean, I think what you guys should see, if you see us smiling and laughing, you should know it's between an A to a B at this point. For me, I'm right there at the cuff, B+. I think a solidly good B+ comedy with a little bit of stallion on the side. So we're going to go. Yeah. Hopefully you like, subscribe, hit the bell button, follow these 2 gentlemen at the bottom description, Jedi Mike 7, Ronin Unchained. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, y'all. Filing out the top of I can see skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline.